Every time something good about Barack Obama comes up, he says, oh, I was there, I was there, I was there. That's me too. And then every time somebody questions part of the administration that we were both part of, he says, well, that was the president. I mean, he wants to take credit for Obama's work, but not have to answer to any questions.
I did not say I don't stand. I stand with Barack Obama all 8 years.
Well, that was one of the talked about moments from the presidential debate last night in Houston. But who won and who lost? We've got somebody who's going to talk about that.
Here with his picks, former economic advisor to President Obama and Fox News contributor, Mr. Robert Wolf. Hey, Robert.
How are you?
We're great. Who won? Who lost?
Well, last time I was with you guys, I was talking about how cringeworthy all these debates were.
You've been extremely honest.
Last night was a good night for the Democratic Party. And why do I think that? I think moderates won the night. I think Joe Biden started right off on health care. Amy Klobuchar had the line of the night on health care when she said to Bernie, yes, you wrote it, I read it, it's bad, not bold.
Page 8 was bad.
Page 8 was bad. And I thought that set the tone and synthesized, really, you can have your insurance and you can have health care.
Right. Because page 8 said you can't keep your insurance. She said 149 million Americans will lose insurance.
I think Joe walked in as a front runner. He walked out as a front runner. I think Elizabeth Warren overtook Bernie clearly. She has a momentum in the populist left lane. I thought it was a great night for Beto O'Rourke. He had home field advantage. He took it. He ran with it. And I think, and then lastly, I would say Corey was like the adult in the stage, really the unifier in chief. So I thought it was a good night.
Julian Castro would have lost a lot of support this morning if he had a lot of support to start with, given what he had said.
You know, we were speaking off camera about it. One, as Brian said before, Julian was wrong. Joe Biden did say you could go right into the insurance. Number two, I thought it was really off base, you know, saying, oh, did you forget? I actually think that will be a losing night for Julian Castro. I'd probably say he was the biggest. He lost on the stage big time.
Like Biden or not, like his policies or not. A lot of women especially that I've talked to before the show said they thought it was disrespectful. He was the vice president. They served together in the same administration. And it was frankly a little mean.
It was off. I would tell it was mean. It was off. But I don't mind the idea of a real debate. I just think that you can respectfully debate.
Here's how ABC helped.
Yeah.
And it was Rahm Emanuel on Sunday who came out and said, what is going on? We cannot give illegal immigrants health care. You cannot decriminalize border crossing.
Yeah, they didn't
you cannot have Medicare for all. And they didn't even ask him.
They didn't make him raise their hands.
If George Stephanopoulos said, do you want to give illegal immigrants, do you want to give them health care? He didn't put him on the griddle on that. Yeah, and that would have been an opportunity for the so-called moderates like Joe Biden.
I think there's no question, Brian, that they didn't have to do the are you for or against, and I think that helped the entire night for the Democrats because I think that was a losing proposition last time. No question about it.
And one other thing, at the last debate, Barack Obama was portrayed as a villain. Last night, everybody loved him.
Yeah, there's no question he was getting his beer hugs last night, and I think it makes sense, right? I think he's 97%
because after the
popularity.
Last debate, remember, you came on and everyone came on, they're like, what in the world? America loves this president.
Bad strategy.
Loved him. Why are they doing this?
It did not work.
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't work when you're hitting the guy that you're going to actually ask to be your #1 surrogate if you're the nominee.
Your message to the 7 that didn't make the stage?
I think you got to talk about the economy. If there's one thing I was really disappointed, no one talked about jobs and wages. There was nothing on the economy. That will be the #1 issue by far. And I thought ABC did a good night, but they totally missed on that. How can you not speak about the economy?
One of the
Robert
top
Wolf,
issues.
thanks so much.
Thanks for having me on.